Hello and welcome. To solve this equation, let us start with a substitution. Now, to run away from this expansion, it would be best for us to replace x plus 3 with the letter d. Now, from here, we have that x is equal to d minus 3. The next thing we are going to do is to rewrite the original equation in terms of d. Already we have that x is equal to d minus 3. So here we have d minus 3 plus 1 squared. Here we have d minus 3 plus 2 cubed. And of course here we have d to the power 4, and this is equal to 2. Minus 3 plus 1 is equal to minus 2. So here we have d minus 2 squared. Minus 3 plus 2 is equal to minus 1. So here we have d minus 1 cubed. Of course, this remains d to the power 4, and everything is equal to 2. Now let us expand this. We have d squared. Then 2 times d times minus 2. That is going to give us minus 4d. Then minus 2 squared, which of course is equal to 4. Expanding this, we have d cubed minus 3d squared plus 3d minus 1. Then we have plus d to the power 4, and everything is still equal to 2. Now let us arrange the left-hand side. We have d to the power 4. We have d cubed. We have d squared, and then we have minus 3d squared. That is going to give us minus 2d squared. We have minus 4d, and we have plus 3d. That is going to give us minus d. And then here we have 4, and here we have minus 1. That is going to leave us with 3. Now, if we move 2 over to the left-hand side, it becomes minus 2. We already have 3 here. So 3 minus 2 is going to give us 1. And then we are left with 0 on the right-hand side. Now, let us look at this quadratic equation at the absolute value of the coefficients. Notice that when the powers of d are decreasing, the absolute value of the coefficients are 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. And when the powers of d are increasing, the absolute value of the coefficients are also 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Now, this is a special type of quadratic equation known as a palindromic equation. And there's a very simple way to solve this equation. Now, since we know that d is not equal to 0, we divide through this equation by d squared. D to the power 4 divided by d squared is going to give us d squared. D cubed divided by d squared is going to give us d. Minus 2d squared divided by d squared is going to give us minus 2. Minus d divided by d squared is going to give us minus 1 over d. And here we have 1 over d squared. And this is equal to 0. Now let us group the terms. We have d squared plus 1 over d squared minus 2 plus d minus 1 over d is equal to 0. This goes with that, and this goes with that. The next thing we are going to do is to try and rewrite d squared plus 1 over d squared in terms of d minus 1 over d. Now let us square this quantity. We have d minus 1 over d squared. This is equal to d squared minus 2 times d times 1 over d. That is going to give us 2. Then minus 1 over d squared, which is plus 1 over d squared. So that means that when we square this, we have d squared plus 1 over d squared minus 2. Now notice that if we add 2 to both sides of this equation, then we have that d squared plus 1 over d squared is equal to d minus 1 over d squared plus 2. That means that in this equation, we can now replace d squared plus 1 over d squared with d minus 1 over d squared plus 2. So when we do that, we have d minus 1 over d squared plus 2. Then we have minus 2. And we have d minus 1 over d, and this is equal to 0. Now notice that here we have d minus 1 over d, and here we have d minus 1 over d. So let us do another substitution to simplify this equation. Let d minus 1 over d be equal to the letter y. So we have y squared plus 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. We have plus y, and this is equal to 0. To solve this quadratic equation, we factorize the left-hand side. We have y into y squared divided by y is y, and y divided by y is 1, and this is equal to 0. And from here, we have that either y is equal to 0 or y plus 1 is equal to 0. And of course, from here, we have that y is equal to minus 1. So we have two values for y, 0 and minus 1, which means that either d minus 1 over d is equal to 0 or d minus 1 over d is equal to minus 1. Now, to get rid of this fraction, let us multiply through this equation by d. D times d is d squared. Minus 1 over d times d is minus 1. And of course, 0 times d is equal to 0. Now, from here, we have that d squared is equal to 1. And taking square root of both sides of this equation, we have that d is equal to plus or minus the square root of 1, which of course is equal to plus or minus 1. So we have found that d is equal to plus or minus 1. Now, in the second case, once more, to get rid of this fraction, we multiply through this equation by d. D times d is d squared. Minus 1 over d times d is minus 1. And minus 1 times d is minus d. From here, we have d squared plus d minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, we cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization, so let us complete the square. We begin by moving this over to the right-hand side. We have d squared plus d is equal to 1. Now, we divide the coefficient of d, which is 1, by 2, square it and add to both sides of the equation. When we do that, we have d squared plus d plus half squared is equal to 1 plus half squared. Now, on the left-hand side, we have a perfect square. So we take 1d and we take 1 half and we square. And this is equal to 1 plus half squared is 1 over 4. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1, 5 over 4. Now we take square root of both sides of this equation to get that d plus half is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5 over 4. And of course, you know that this is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5 divided by the square root of 4, which is equal to 2. Now, when we subtract half from both sides of this equation, we have that d is equal to minus half plus or minus the square root of 5 divided by 2. And finally, we have four values of d. We have that d is equal to 1, minus 1, minus half plus root 5 over 2 and minus half minus root 5 over 2. Now to find the values of x, we go back to this substitution equation. We have that x is equal to d minus 3. So in this case, we have 1 minus 3, which is minus 2. In the second case, we have minus 1 minus 3, which is minus 4. In the third case, we have minus half plus root 5 over 2 minus, now instead of 3, let us write 6 over 2. Now when we add these two, we have minus half minus 6 over 2. Of course, this is equal to minus 7 over 2 plus root 5 over 2. And in the final case, we have once more 6 over 2, and this is equal to minus half minus this, which still gives us minus 7 over 2 minus root 5 over 2. And these are the 4 values of x that satisfy this equation. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like and a comment to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can watch more videos here.